Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and today is Friday, September 5th. Friday! With me on the mic, I have two fabulous co hosts, I Chill and my gorgeous Moon. Hey, ladies.
Hey,
Hey, hey, happy Friday.
Yes, indeed. And I believe we have a lot of tea to cover, so let's just go ahead and jump right in, honey.
jump into the tea time.
Yes. Well, our first story, I don't know how reputable this site is because I've never heard of it before, but it's from Inquisitor. I don't know if y'all ever heard of Inquisitor, so I don't know if it's don't quote anything until I find out if it's reputable or not. But we like to start off with the latest Diddy news. And Inquisitor is reporting that Diddy is in constant fear of his life in jail, honey.
Oh,
Uh-huh. So,
I would have believed
you'll
that. You ain't inquisitive. You didn't have to tell me that.
well, Well, y'all see the headline Diddy's life behind bars is hell as he has panic attacks and constant fear of getting killed.
huh.
So, Sean Diddy Combs' life behind bars is nothing like he expected. I don't know what he expected, but okay. The fallen rapper was accused of running a sex trafficking operation alongside assaulting several women, including his girlfriend at the time, Cassie Ventura. His trial ended with two convictions on two counts of transportation or for prostitution. This means he will be living in prison for at least 20 years as the maximum sentence for these charges are 10 years per count, according to the Inquisitor. Although he was found not guilty of the more serious crimes like sex trafficking, racketeering, and conspiracy, his life in prison is still hellish. According to an exclusive by Radar Online, Diddy is living in constant fear of his life. The swagger's gone. He's a broken wreck, an insider revealed. Diddy, who's 55, is scared that he could get killed inside the jail any day, including by the guards who are out to get him, as he claims. He's been climbing the wall since the day he was thrown in jail, and it's worn him down to the point to the point where he's a shadow of himself. He has panic attacks and has never had a single good night's sleep because he lives in fear, said the source. He walked into prison thinking he'd be a cult figure, but people treat him with contempt and think he's a creepy Hollywood scumbag, the source added. Oh, okay. So I guess to answer my first question, like, what did he think jail will be? He thought he would be a cult figure. Okay. The insider also revealed that Diddy is spending lots of hungry days as he's being served inedible food. He's barely eating because he says he's being served maggot infested food and treated worse than a rat, the source
Oh,
said.
stop, stop.
The Bad Boy Records founder, is now awaiting his sentencing, which is scheduled for October 3rd. According to insiders, he's trying his best to earn Donald Trump's pardon. However,
Uh,
that seems quite impossible given how their relationship deteriorated over the years. Back in the day, Diddy and Trump used to be cordial, with a Republican even calling him a good friend in 2012. However, by the 2020 election, the hip hop mogul changed his political stance, even calling for Trump to be banished. He wants a pardon, but he should be careful what he wishes for, because it will be hell on the outside as well. The aforementioned source said, explaining even if he managed to earn Trump's pardon, it might be too late. Having been so traumatized behind bars, he'll never be the same person again.
Oh,
maggot infested food. You know what? Don't, don't treat us like we're stupid.
Right.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Now, if they would have said like maybe glass infested food or something, maybe because they do stuff like that according to Oz on HBO. But maggot infect, where they getting the maggots from? Like
Auntie, come on.
now you know what? Now they doing that in them little in those what they doing to those what you call it? This jail is well established. They've had you know. I'm not saying jail is fun or but it definitely ain't food that he's used to, and that's too bad. You commit crimes, you should be ready to go to jail and face the consequences. I don't know why people they always think they're gonna get away with something forever. And you think you're supposed to be treated no. It wasn't white collar crime, honey. You're not going to a little Martha Stewart prison. Sorry.
You're absolutely right. And we have a comment. Oh, so you getting treated how you treated others? Welp. And then
Oh,
somebody. We have another comment. Punch him in the face.
yeah. You think they like your ass? They don't like you.
Now, I certainly don't believe the part about the maggot infested food and stuff. I just think that's just like overkill.
Yeah.
But I have no proof, otherwise that it's not happening. But will say like he probably is being mistreated and stuff like that because remember, like that same Brooklyn Detention Center is like being investigated for like inhumane treatment to the inmates and stuff.
Oh,
So,
well, maybe he do have maggots in his food then. Oh, well. Because
well,
these private prisons, yeah, there ain't no way to really, they don't get regulated like they're supposed to. And I know those detention centers under Trump, that's what these people are saying. They get maggot infested food and barely anything on. And they don't deserve that. They didn't commit no crime. Now, Diddy, on the other hand, you committed a crime. I don't know what you want us to do. You got busted. Ah,
and we have a comment, and I share the same sentiments that I don't put anything past prison, but past any prison, but he's going to get treated like the dirty dog he is. That part.
amen.
I don't know. We've gotten videos from prisoners, and I know the conditions. They have roaches, they have rats, they might have water and mold, but I have never seen anybody post maggot infested food. I'm not
Mm-mm.
saying it doesn't happen, but I
Good
just,
morning, everyone.
good morning.
Good
Hey,
morning, babe.
Slayonka.
I had a quick comment, Chill, to yours. Yes, we have seen videos of prisoners in the jail, and I'm concerned and observing why they have cell phones, sweating and working out with really thin boxers on camera and on Instagram.
Yeah, that's the number
Yeah,
one
I've
bad
been
in prison
observing.
is cell phones. They say the guards
Listen,
put
honey.
it in, for the money.
It's them thin white boxers for me, but I'm trying to understand why they have these cell phones recording themselves working out in their cell. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well,
how is
and
this
I think,
happening?
I mean, they even have the same type of drugs that they have on the street. I just saw a
Yeah.
video recently of them having that same methylene or whatever they fentanyl lean where they just lean it. It's like people like that and just girl, it just depends on where you at. Either they live in the high life and got phones and TVs or whatever they was doing, however maybe that was fake, but whatever they was doing.
they got money. They pay those guards off.
Hmm.
Sometimes it slips in for the prisons that have face-to-face visitations. A lot of them don't have that anymore. So view them on TV. So who's bringing it in? The people that work there.
Yeah, honey. Listen, I've had my fair share of felons. Okay, I'm okay. However, observing is very delightful.
Shout out to them thin white boxers.
Listen, okay.
Well, does anybody want to add anything else to Diddy or thin white boxers before we go to the next story?
Well, like you
I
said,
hope they make so much noise that he can't sleep.
I don't know what he thought prison was going to be like, and why he thought he was going to be special, and they was going to treat him like he's a celebrity. But he finding out. Yeah, he
You know
abused women.
what?
A lot of them don't like that. Now, some of them are in there for the same, killing
Hmm.
women, whatever. But a lot of prisoners don't like it when you mess with women and children. Children for sure, but women either. You know.
Hmm. All I know is that when I watched Making the Band, like a snippet. It popped up on my YouTube I don't know why my algorithm is so weird, but anyway, it popped up on my YouTube channel, so I watched it, and I'm gonna tell you, watching him was more disgusting than I viewed him before because I just really never liked him
Mhm.
for real. But ew, like just the way he just even just stands there with his stupid ass face, like it was just hard to watch him. It was hard to watch him.
And the way he was talking to people, the way he was talking to the way he was
Yeah,
treating people, yeah, it was just
it
and
was
knowing what we know
insane.
now.
Just so
Mhm.
disrespectful. And then you look at it through a different lens, right? Like you took these, you specifically handpicked these poor black people, right? Trying to make it in the world. And then you treat them like shit because you know they're going to do whatever they can to try to get a deal because they're broke and they have families to feed. And just, it, oh, it was just very hard to. I watched it for like 3 minutes and I just couldn't do it. I was like, nope, not interested. So hopefully it don't pop up on my shit again. But it was just insane. I hope I hope he gets treated exactly it's supposed to be and how he deserves to be treated because that shit that he has done for 30 fucking years, honestly, is insane. And he
Yep.
deserves to get punched in the face. Okay, I'm done. Thank you.
And it's crazy because I actually when we were just in New York over the weekend celebrate my mom's birthday, we were passing downtown Brooklyn and I pointed out the Junior's cheesecake. I was like, "Oh y'all, that's the famous Junior's cheesecake spot." Da 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 da. I said, so then coming from Manhattan and stuff like that because we were driving back and forth, and my family got to see exactly how long of a distance that was to walk. And I was like, yes, Diddy made them walk from Manhattan all the way down to Brooklyn to Junior Cheesecake to get him cheesecake. They couldn't catch the train or nothing. They had to walk, honey. And
And
they was
that's
like, wait, he made them walk that far? I said,
it's like
yes.
8 miles or something like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
it was in. I know where Junior's is, and that shit is far, and that's like deep in Brooklyn. That shit is far from Manhattan. To walk, ain't no fucking way. I'd have been like, okay, so my bad. I'd been like, my bags are packed. I'm out. I'm just gonna stay broke because I'm not walking 8 fucking miles for nobody's goddamn
I'm not
cheesecake.
making the band. Huh?
Listen, ain't that's wild to me? At that point, you're telling me that I'm a piece of shit and I don't matter is really what that tells me.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Well, you know who's not a piece of shit, apparently, Russell Wilson. So now he has the Nichols mad, honey. So it looks like Sierra and Russell Wilson officially gave her oldest son the Wilson last name. And you see, I have this TMZ, and yes, niggas are mad at this. And I don't know if these men are like future stands or if they see themselves in future or what future the artist, not future the son, by the way. But anyway, y'all should see that TMZ link I just shared. It says Sierra legally adds Wilson to son with future's last name. So Sierra's son with rapper Future is Ilya Wilson. Because TMZ has learned the singer added Russell Wilson's last name to her eldest son's legal name. In case you missed it, Sierra and Russ hit the US Open this week with their kids. But when Russ posted a shot of Sierra and their family from the stands with the caption, Mrs. Sierra Wilson, Future Wilson, and Sienna Wilson, fans zeroed in on the fact that Future Zaire's last name was written as Wilson, sparking speculation Russell had adopted him. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ Sierra has full custody of her 11-year-old son, and Wilson was legally added to his name a few years back. He still has his dad Future's last name Wilburn in his full legal name. So Sierra and Russ, married 9 years, parents to three other kids, looked all smiles courtside. As for Future, he stayed quiet. Though the last time Sierra was asked about their co-parenting situation, she couldn't help but laugh. So welcome to the family officially. So I guess from what I got from this article, I'm guessing his name is hyphenated, or because they say his Wilson is still in the last name. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Wilburn is still his full legal in his full legal name. So maybe his name is Future Zaire Wilson Wilburn. Mm. Fuck that. Future Wilson. His name is Future Wilson. So yeah.
People be caring about what the, you know. Oh,
Well, in this
I
case, like
just
I was saying earlier, I think like a lot of men see like see their situation in this. Like it maybe hits close to home to them and the relationship and the battles they've had with their own kids. That's what I'm guessing from it.
Well, honey, men are delusional. Okay, so that's the first thing because they think their future's lyrics, and they're not. So let's start there. The second thing is Future got like hella fucking kids. I'm sure he's not missing one. And at the end of the day, Russell Wilson has made Future his son from the beginning. He's been
yeah,
very vocal about that. So
Mhm.
honestly, you know, either you hating on Sierra because she found a good man, or you hating on Russell because he's a good man. I can't. Like, everyone, shut the fuck up. Especially men who don't take care of their kids. Like, get the
right.
fuck out of here. Honestly,
Like
I'm all for
Future.
equal rights, but you don't have no rights to talk shit about nobody when you don't even take care of your own damn kids.
And maybe the boy wanted to be a Wilson. I mean, you know.
Maybe he asked, like, why does everybody else have the same name but me? Like, he's at an
Hmm.
age now where he's going to probably be asking these types of questions. And that's probably something that Russell addressed. Like, well, these are your options. What do you want to do? Like, he could probably let him decide, honestly. I'm going to tell you, I would be so heartbroken if Sierra and Russell broke up. I'm not even going to lie to you. I would be heartbroken. They give me hope, honestly. They're both ready for each other, and like the way he loves her, she has she looks prettier and prettier every time I see her. And when a man treats you, when you're in a relationship, right, and a man treats you right in that relationship, the glow up is real. And her kids look happy, and I hate that they get so much hate, honestly, from all sides, to be fair.
Yeah. Because really and truly, they just be minding their business, praying, going to church. Sierra like to dip it and do it a little every now and then. But I don't think they're going to break up anytime soon, and I'm gonna tell you why. And remember, I said this. Remember, I said this on September 5th, and this is a prediction I'm making. Sierra is on her way to becoming an ordained minister. And in order to do that, in order to be successful as that, you can't be a single woman. They're not gonna respect you. But she's gonna end up making gospel music, and she's gonna end up preaching around churches and stuff. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell y'all. It's coming.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Hmm. So no, she not leaving her husband because they're not gonna listen to no single divorced woman with about how many kids she has, 4 kids, about anything. Mm-mm. She gonna keep that marriage is gonna stay intact, honey.
Yeah, I just feel like people need to go on ahead and mind their business and leave them alone. Leave that baby alone. Let that baby be taken care of and loved. That part I don't understand why everyone has such an issue. If that child is being loved by multiple people, and what I want to know what Future Senior had to say, because if he wasn't tripping, what's the
He,
problem?
he ain't had nothing to say in a long time about that kid. I don't think he know that boy's being well taken care of. He knows
Period. Too.
Future is his daddy. He know that,
Right.
and as long as he knows that, Future don't have a problem with it. I don't think.
At the end of the day, he is sharing a name with his siblings, and sometimes when you're that young, you don't consider it as being the same as everyone else. So I could understand why they did it. If that was the reason, I could understand that.
Child, Future is somewhere, honey, in the corner of a trap house drinking codeine and Sprite, being high out his mind to even care anything about this.
Do
Allegedly,
you know what's
allegedly.
crazy? I bet you he ain't, because he already said that he don't be doing the shit he be rapping about, and that's why I'm
Oh,
saying these men are delusional because they think their Future's rap lyrics, and Future ain't even his rap lyrics. So I want, girl, listen.
oh, touche. Touche, honey.
Mm-mm. Change that baby name just on that, just on GP. Change that baby name.
Well, does anybody want to add anything else to the Wilson family or Future before we go to the next story? Okay, so I actually saw on like the next story, I actually saw on Twitter last night where people kept talking about spitting, and I'm like, well, why the hell people keep talking about spitting? It turns out it was because one of them sports ball games that y'all was watching was somebody spit on somebody. Dak
Mm-hmm.
Prescott and Jalen Carter.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have this TMZ link that says Jalen Carter is remorseful for spitting on Dak Prescott.
Hmm.
And he also says it was a mistake and it won't happen again. So, hours after Jalen Carter spat on Dak Prescott, the Eagle star showed some remorse for his behavior, calling his actions a mistake. The gross scene went down just after the start of the Philadelphia season opener against the Cowboys, when Carter was jawing back and forth with Dallas's signal caller. At one point, cameras captured the Philadelphia defensive tackle hawking a loogie on Dak's chest, and when a ref saw it, Carter was ejected from the game. The
Immediately.
Eagles,
That was so nasty. That was so
okay.
nasty.
And the crazy thing is, I happen to have had my TV on NBC last night because I was too lazy to get up and find a remote from what I was watching on number four. So I have this, you know, honey, if any sports ball on the TV, I'm looking the other way. A bitch was looking at my phone, but I did see like him getting ejected from the game, but I didn't fully understand why until I looked at the timeline and saw them talking about spit, and I'm like, oh, that's what happened. Okay.
Yeah, you missed the mess. You should have been there for the mess. Sometimes them girls be acting up, child.
I don't want to see that shit. I just, my spirit just don't mesh well with sports ball, honey. But
Even them little booties, even them little and them little pants, they don't do it for you.
especially them little pants. I don't want to see that shit.
I do.
Are you really gay, Auntie? Are you really?
Yeah, well,
I
yes,
know.
because what I want to see, they have cups over it, so I can't see the thing that I really want to see. So, and I'm
That's
definitely not
true.
looking at no booty.
But cups come in
You
different
said
sizes.
I don't care for the booty.
That
Okay,
is not my ministry, honey.
I get it. I
I
get it.
know that's right.
Right.
You said I ain't got no business with that.
Mm-mm. That's
Right.
top and verse people business. Ain't they ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
Oh, okay.
That is funny.
I love
She
you so much.
she is a mess, baby. Let me tell you.
I love you more. Well, and it goes on to say the Eagles sorely missed his presence, but they nonetheless were able to score a 24-20 win. And afterward, the big DT said he said he let his teammates and fans down.
He
It was a
did, 'cause that was
mistake.
nasty.
It
Yeah, and
was.
he said it was a mistake that happened on my side. Carter said it just won't happen again. Carter
And
would not say if he was provoked, though it sure did seem like Prescott was the one who spat first.
but not on him
Not on him.
Yeah,
Uh
they
huh.
said that he spat like towards him, but on
in
the
his
floor.
direction. Yeah, like
Hmm.
spitting in disdain, not spitting on, not trying to hit him.
Yeah, like, and but you know what? Spitting is y'all. They need to. Why y'all
Yeah,
spitting? That's nasty.
and they be licking their fucking hands and touching the ball and shit. That shit is nasty.
Mm-hmm.
They do that in basketball too, or they'll like
Ugh.
wipe the bottoms of their shoes and then like put their hand in their mouth and then dribble. Like niggas got herpes. I know they got herpes.
Oh my God.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I am sick of you.
Yeah.
I am so
But you
serious.
know what? I do treat these niggas like they got cooties. So you right.
Yeah, yeah,
They got
Big
girl.
cooties.
cooties.
It's
And a lot of
disgusting.
men spit, and I don't. It's so gross. Just
Yeah.
it's a habit they develop, and they just spit.
At young, my son's starting to do. I said, boy, you can't even spit good. Stop. Learn how to spit right. You don't even know how to do it. Stop. Stop. I could hock a loogie and spit better than you. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
It's a male thing, I guess. I don't.
I
It's
don't
so
know, but
nasty.
Yeah.
spitting on somebody's fighting. Look, that's when we
Yeah.
finna fight.
Well, that's
Mm-hmm.
a arrestable offense. Isn't that assault?
Mm-hmm. That's assault.
Yeah. And it confirms that the NBC broadcast actually confirmed what y'all just
Step
said. It
down.
said it actually pointed out that the quarterback let some saliva
I'm about to
fly
hop
in
on this
Carter's
phone.
direction.
Uh
Yeah.
oh. Uh
So. Please don't start banging pots and pans, please.
Oh,
I know, but you
you
be
on the hot
loud for
mic,
no reason.
B. You on the hot mic.
You be hitting on your bag.
B.
Say I don't want to hear
She was
that.
laying down the law over there. Bianca! Can she not hear us?
Oh, my bad.
I,
That's hilarious. My bad. He be loud
Girl,
when
you
I'm on the
can
phone.
hear
Hold
us?
on.
You cannot.
Don't
Bianca is
come in here with that shit, y'all.
she over there regulating. Uh,
I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Well, and it was saying the NBC broadcast confirmed what y'all were saying. They said it pointed out that the quarterback let some saliva fly in Carter's direction before their confrontation took place. For Dak's
Right.
part, he admitted to spitting, though he said it was not aimed at Carter at all, and he told Carter that I'm sorry, and he told that to Carter during their dispute.
Mm.
When I stepped through, I actually said words like, "Why the hell? Excuse me," probably even more colorful. "Why would I need to spit on you for?" Prescott said, and he just spit on me in that moment. It was more of a surprise than anything.
Right.
Regardless, Carter, a Pro Bowler last season, said the situation fucked me up and promised it won't happen again. So that's that on that. Them niggas is nasty. They might have herpes, but he said it won't happen again. He won't spread his herpes to nobody else. Allegedly, allegedly. Jayla Carter does not have herpes. Allegedly,
allegedly.
nor does Dak
Allegedly.
Prescott.
Nasty
The
fuck.
only thing I remember about Dak Prescott's name, I didn't even know who he was, but I saw him like trending on Twitter one time because he said his mom makes the best fried chicken and she's white or something like that. I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting.
Mm, mm. I mean, you supposed to love your white mama. They okay, but don't bring that to us. They ain't got nothing to do with us.
Yes, child. Well, does anybody want to add anything else about these nasty spitting nuggets before we go to the next story?
No.
No.
Well, this next story, y'all, is actually a little sad because we have
Mm.
more information about Angie Stone's death.
I
Oh,
And
saw that.
I
Ew.
didn't see it. Oh Lord, what happened?
Ew. It's
it's bad, Moon. It's like really bad. And like for her to go out like that, I just ugh,
it hurt. It really hurt.
yeah. And y'all see I just shared this link from Vibe. You should see the headline where it says Angie Stone car crash details emerge amid wrongful death lawsuit.
Mm.
So, the family of late R&B legend Angie Stone is taking legal action following the tragic Alabama car crash that claimed her life in March. Court documents obtained by WSB-TV2 reveal that Stone's two children, Diamond Stone and Michael D'Angelo Archer, filed a wrongful death lawsuit in Gwinnett County, Atlanta, against the drivers, a trucking company, and a truck manufacturer connected to the deadly collision. According to court documents, Angie initially survived when the Mercedes Benz Sprinter van carrying her and her team overturned after the driver lost control. While Good Samaritans were able to rescue five of the nine passengers from the wreckage, Angie was still inside, struggling to free herself.
Mm.
Reportedly, moments later, a tractor trailer hauling a load of sugar reportedly slammed into the van, ejecting her from the vehicle and pinning her underneath.
Oh
The
God.
law,
God damn it.
yeah,
Yep.
girl. The lawsuit further claims the truck driver failed to pay proper attention to the road and that the tractor trailer's collision mitigation system did not function as it should have. The lawsuit alleges she endured conscious suffering before ultimately passing away on the scene.
Mm.
At the time of the crash, Angie was traveling home after a performance in Mobile, Alabama. Her daughter Diamond confirmed the heartbreaking loss shortly after the incident, writing on Facebook, "My mommy is gone," alongside crying emojis. The "I wish I didn't miss you" singer was 63 years old. Stone first rose to prominence in 1979 as a member of The Sequence, one of the pioneering all-female rap groups, before stepping into her own as a solo artist with the release of her acclaimed debut album, Black Diamond. And boy, was that an album. She quickly became revered for her soulful vocals and the kind of R&B songs that could stir emotion with just a single line. Over the years, the three-time Grammy nominee blessed fans with classics like I Wish I Didn't Miss You, Brother, Normal Rain in This Cloud. She released her final studio album, Love Language, in May of 2023. Beyond music, Stone is the voice behind the beloved "Girlfriends" theme song, and even made her presence felt on screen. Made her presence felt on screen in Fighting Temptations, Scary Movie 5, In the Cut, Saints and Sinners, One on One, Schoolgirls, and Lincoln Heights. Angie Stone is survived by her children and grandchildren, and may she rest in peace. I love how Vibe gave her that nice little biography and
Yeah.
well wishes at the end. It was really nice.
Hit the van at full speed. Didn't even try to stop. I guess he didn't. Wasn't paying attention, and that's what killed her. I'm
Hmm.
like, nobody knew that. They thought the initial accident did it, but no.
That's what I thought. I thought it was the initial accident, and to learn that she could have survived, and they were waiting to rescue her to, get out. And oh my
Hmm.
God, I hope her kids get every dollar.
Yep. Sounds like a case they are gonna win.
Well, and I mean, the sad part is knowing that she could have survived.
Hmm. Yep.
She was stuck, but if more time, they probably would have got her out. She would have had some bruises or some broken bones. But
Well, yeah. I don't think anyone was critically injured when the van overturned. I mean, bumps and
well,
bruises
and that makes
a bit.
sense. Earlier, we were like, she's the only one that died. Like, because
Hmm.
I remember that being said, like, well, how other people was gonna get this? She the only one that died.
Right.
And
Right.
there's the answer right there. Mm-mm-mm.
Hmm.
Yeah. Makes perfect sense now.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate.
So unfortunate.
Well, may you continue to rest in peace, Angie Stone. And I'm definitely going to follow this lawsuit to see what comes of it.
Good.
What is it? Anybody want to add anything else before we go to our next story?
I think the only thing I wanted to add was, and I think the unfortunate part is, I don't think her and her daughter were on the best of terms either at that particular time.
Oh,
And so,
really?
yeah, I think they had a lot of back and forth before. I don't know, but some disagreements. That's what I heard. But nonetheless, that is very sad, and I hate that you lose a parent before you can reconcile any issues or whatever y'all had going on.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah, that's leaves a lot of regret when it happens
Well,
that way. Go
yeah.
ahead.
Well, I don't think that's gonna happen with Boosie and his son because it looks like they might be in jail together, honey. So, and that kind of was a good segue to our next story. So
Mm,
I don't know if y'all heard, because this is being that Charleston White is saying that he's responsible for getting Boosie's son arrested. Did y'all hear that?
no. Well,
Well,
did you talk about that?
I did not know. This news actually just broke. I want to say maybe
Oh,
yesterday.
okay. I know we
Char-
were talking about Charleston White and he was
He's so
bragging about something.
just so problematic. He was talking about Bootsy, how he wish he'd go to jail and all that. Remember?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what it
Yeah,
was.
that's what we talked about.
Nasty cockeyed nigga. Go ahead.
Well, Tootie Raw, Boosie's son, is definitely actually he has been arrested, but Charleston White had nothing to do with it, according to an anonymous source. And I have that from All Hip Hop. And y'all should see here the headline. It's an exclusive from All Hip Hop. Tootie Raw gets firearm charges. Sources claim Charleston White is lying.
Just like
When
his
I
daddy.
Child, when I tell y'all this shit is so ghetto. And just a note before I even start reading, this is the same son. Remember how Boosie was bragging about how he hired a sex worker to come in and perform a fellatio on his young
Yeah,
son?
I was
yes.
wondering, was that the same one?
This
Oh,
Tootie Raw is the same son because his real name is Torrance. And remember, it was Boosie's son Torrance that he was talking about. He did that too.
well, and now he's older. Okay.
Yep. He's 22 years old now.
Well,
So, Tootie Raw, the son of Boosie Badass, was taken into custody in Atlanta after a brief chase that ended with police cornering the young rapper in a wooded area, according to exclusive footage obtained by All Hip Hop. The 21-year-old guitarist. Now, this article is saying 21. I read that he was 22 somewhere else. So, the 21 or 22-year-old artist was reportedly found with multiple illegal firearms, including a Glock handgun outfitted with a switch. This device that converts a semi-automatic pistol into a fully automatic weapon. Authorities haven't yet openly discussed the case at the time of this writing. In the video, Tootie Raw is seen bolting into a wooded area as officers give chase. Within moments, police apprehend him, place him in handcuffs, and escort him to a waiting patrol car. An eyewitness talked to All Hip Hop exclusively under the condition of anonymity. This happened in the Midtown Atlanta area. It looked like they were roughing him up in the bushes, but he was running away, so that is to be expected, the source said. I saw him run past my car, and then I started recording. The police had been watching them, so they shouldn't be surprised that they got arrested. The source said others were arrested as well, but they have yet to be identified. A recording studio was allegedly a front for a trap house, according to the source, but this has not been verified by law enforcement or independently by All Hip Hop. Other businesses in the immediate area reportedly knew that there was police surveillance on the studio for an extended period. This isn't Tootie Raw's first encounter with the law. Much like his father, who is currently awaiting sentencing for a separate firearms related case, the rapper has faced multiple run ins with authorities in recent years. Neither Boosie nor his son have commented publicly on the latest arrest. Adding fuel to the controversy, outspoken, problematic personality Charleston White claimed credit for alerting law enforcement to Tootie Raw's presence in Atlanta. White, who has a long history of feuding with both Boosie and his son, boasted about making the call during a live stream while wearing a red MAGA hat, child.
Oh.
He openly expressed satisfaction at Tootie Raw's arrest, mocking the family to his online following. This
Uh-uh.
happened. He a mess. This happened in Midtown Atlanta. It looked like they were roughing him up in the bushes, but he was. Oh, sorry. Shit. I'm sorry. My bad. I just read. I think they just put a whole another paragraph in this article by mistake. Anyway, Charleston White was not there at all, so he didn't have anything to do with it because they were already watching them. But I don't know how he found out so fast. That is beyond me, the source said. Because an informant, allegedly. Anyway,
Yeah. You oh cool ass motherfucking boy. Let me tell you. Didn't we have this discussion? Didn't I say this the other day that some people come from the lineage of snitching, peddling to the Caucasians? He
hmm
one of them. He is one
he
of them.
one of them.
I
Yep,
mean, not saying I agree with criminal behavior, but to be bragging about this type of stuff, you a coon. You a
that part.
coon. Mm.
And it says for now, officials haven't confirmed White's involvement. Tootie Raw is reported charged with possession of sawed-off shotgun, sawed-off rifle, machine gun, dangerous weapon or silencer, felonies.
All
He
of
is all of it, child, the whole shebang, rooter to the tooter. Um, he was also charged with willful obstruction of law enforcement officers, which is a misdemeanor. The latest chapter piles even more legal pressure on Lil Boosie's family, which has an all too real familiarity with the criminal justice system. So that's that on that. I mean, y'all, if y'all did y'all want to see the video of him getting arrested by the cop?
No,
It's really
No.
no,
okay.
no.
I didn't
But
think so.
look, I don't feel sorry. You commit crimes, they're eventually going to go to jail. What do you want us to do? What do you want us to do?
Nothing.
You do crimes, you going to do the time. Now, am I going to actively tell on you? No. But if they catch you, well, what you expect? You committing crimes. The
I'm
hell?
I'm looking at Boosie hairline. Look like he got one of them Steve Harvey joints on.
He probably do.
hmm I
He
would
had that
imagine
same
yeah.
haircut
That sucker
for
is
the
perfect.
last 20 years. The Boosie fade.
Yeah, it looked like he might have a little hairpiece on.
I
But
wouldn't be surprised. We'll
not
find
only
out when
do
he
he
goes.
have a weapon, you have multiple weapons that are illegal. Sawed off,
Hmm.
switches. Oh, baby, what is
You
wrong?
know these crazy little kids. You know these folks is they ain't wrapped too tight. And Boosie didn't help. He ruined that early on with that child.
Yeah, like you said, they might be in jail together.
Mm, well,
And you got a record.
Agreed.
Like, why would you carry that? And you got a record. You ain't supposed to have none of that. No gun.
look, these kids ain't got no good sense that God gave them.
Mm. Ooh, child. Uh,
They ain't got the good sense that God gave them, and that's all right. You gonna go to jail.
Well, does anybody want to add anything else about Boosie and his son before we go to the next story?
I mean, these people need to quit ruining their kids.
Hmm I unfortunately, when it comes to him though, I don't really think he had a chance to be not excusing him, but like look at the examples that he has
Oh
had
no,
all his life.
his dad basically had him sexually molested when he was a kid. Like he
Hmm
didn't have a chance in the world. Like you got somebody doing that to you that early on. Yeah, well, unfortunately,
Yeah.
that's what happens.
Well, remember when Dame Dash said that it's gay for another man to talk about another man's for a man to talk about another man's money and stuff like that?
It's
mm-hmm.
gay. Oh
Well,
Lord.
he said it's gay. But well, I'm thankfully I'm openly gay because our next story is going to be about Dame Dash filing for bankruptcy.
Don't talk about it.
So Dame Dash, you don't have to pause me, sweetie. It's already that kind of party over here. But he is I didn't realize it was this much money. Like he is $25 million in debt, honey.
Oh, ouch.
Yes. And you see where I have this all hip hop article, and it's another exclusive with them. And y'all should see where it says Dame Dash files for bankruptcy to get breathing room from $25 million in debt. So Damon Dash filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy in Florida as he seeks protection from more than $25 million in debts, mostly tied to unpaid taxes, child support, and legal judgments. The 54-year-old Rockefeller Records co-founder submitted a 56-page petition to the U.S. Bankruptcy Court for the Middle District of Florida on Thursday, September 4th, listing just $4,350 in personal property. That includes a $500 phone, $2,500 in jewelry, clothing, two firearms, and $100 in cash. He reported monthly expenses of $5,200 and no income. Court filings show Damon Dash owes over 8.7 million in back taxes to New York State and the IRS, which debts dating back to 2005, with debts dating back to 2005. Excuse me. The New York State Departments of Taxation and Finance alone is seeking 9.65 million, while Los Angeles County wants 5.79 million. The New Jersey Division of Taxation is pursuing 3.5 million from the early 2000s, bringing the total to over $19 million that is due to the federal government. Dame Dash also owes more than $647,000 in unpaid child and spousal support, including obligations to ex-wife Rachel Roy and Cindy Morales. The New York City Department of Social Services claims another $487,000 in arrears and educational costs. The filing includes over 5.5 million in unsecured fees. Among the creditors are filmmaker Josh Weber and Muddy Water Pictures, who won a $4 million default judgment against Dash in the case before. Photographer Monique Bunn is owed $30,000. Producer Edwina Brooks is listed at $78,000, while attorney Christopher Brown is owed $100,000. Government agencies are listed as Dash's largest secured creditors. He disclosed that his business entities, including Dash Films Inc., Poppington LLC, and Rockefeller Films Inc., currently hold no value. In 2024, New York officials auctioned Dash's one-third stake in Rockefeller Records for about 1 million to help pay off his tax bill. However, proceeds were redirected to cover back taxes to New York and $145,096 in child support, leaving other creditors unpaid. The court has not yet scheduled a creditors meeting. If approved, the case could result in the liquidation of Dash's remaining assets. This isn't exactly shocking. Damon himself told the court through lawyers that he was considering making this move, which could turn out to be a shrewd business move. Chapter 7 bankruptcy offers individuals the opportunity to hit the reset button when debt becomes unmanageable. It clears away most unsecured bills, such as credit cards, medical expenses, or payday loans, in just a few months. Once that happens, collectors can't call, sue, or garnish wages. The process also alleviates stress immediately by automatically pausing collections, foreclosures, or evictions. Most people don't lose much, if anything, because the law allows them to keep the essentials they need, such as a car, household items, retirement savings, and even and sometimes even a portion of their home equity. Unlike Chapter 13, there's no long repayment plan, often referred to as a no asset case because creditors receive nothing at all. While a Chapter 7 filing remains on a credit report for up to 10 years, many people begin rebuilding their credit within a year or two, as the heavy debt is eliminated. In short, it's a quick way to get relief, keep what matters most, and start fresh. Okay, so I don't know about y'all, but does it seem like this all hip hop article was advocating for bankruptcy, like especially towards the like?
Well, probably, but
Pretty much. Yeah.
but I mean, if you have to, it's not. I mean, you will get. They'll be as soon as you hit bankruptcy, they'll be trying to send you credit cards. They're like, "Oh, your credit clean. Come on, let's do this. Let's get you back into more debt." But I feel like that his mismanagement of his money and all of this. That's why Jay Z was like, "You don't listen. I'm finna leave. You don't manage your money. You finna take us down." And I saw that, and
But
everybody's
it
like, "Why Jay Z do that to Dame Dash? Because this nigga don't have no sense."
but it didn't say anything about absolving him of federal debt from all those
Oh,
tax liens. Now,
dang,
you may
dang.
be able to discharge personal debt,
Oh yeah, but you
but
still
now
gonna have to pay.
that tax debt,
He
it didn't say anything about discharging that.
he probably gonna have to go to jail if he don't get because he have. But I could tell he's one of them. He was crazy back then. Back
Hmm.
in the day when they was at the height, he was wild, and you could just tell wild people don't do right. And Jay Z ain't wild, and he was like, "You about to mess up our thing." So how Jay Z split from you, continue on to become a billionaire, and then you mad and be trying to blame him, but you the only one mismanaging your money. You ain't paying your child support. You wasn't doing what you're supposed to do. I mean, sorry, bro. I mean, you lost your teeth. Like, like you just wasn't doing what you were supposed to do. I'm sorry.
Lost his teeth, just had to get surgery on his eye, honey. He is going through it,
He is
honey.
right. Girl, look here. It's something about people when they too hyper, too wild. Like there such a turn off to me. Like I don't women or men. Like I don't like to be around them type of people because they too messy. They too all over the place. And sure enough,
You know, he's so problematic, but I happen to, just like you said, Mo, I happen to find this motherfucker hilarious. He cracks me up. He is just so ignorant that you can't help but to laugh. Some of the
oh
stuff that
yeah,
he said, and then he says pause every other sentence. Like this poor man can't even say, like, hey, I took a shower, pause.
pause.
Like,
They so homophobic. It's ridiculous. Like you damn near a senior citizen and you can't talk right. Like, ugh.
I think
got an
Paul is gay.
AARP.
How about that?
What'd you say?
What'd you say?
I think Paul is gay. How about that?
Okay.
Wake it up.
I can't stand it. I hate when people do like we can't even talk with use regular English without y'all feeling like it's sexual, and that is the the brain damage of men and their misogyny, patriarchy, and homophobia all rolled into one, that you can't even use the English language and not feel like it's sexual. Something wrong with these people. Something is wrong.
Girl, if you can't even wash your ass because it's gay, I mean, anything is up for grabs at this point.
Dumbasses.
Well, Dame Dash, thank you for letting a gay man talk about your money.
Or the lack thereof.
And what if women talk about it? Is that gay too? I'm
Oh,
just
they
asking.
don't pause it. I've played around and said, oh, pause. They're like, you don't have to say pause. Oh, but I thought it was second, and whatever I said, or it's hey yo. I'm like, are y'all brains just stay laying in the gutter, huh? Just right there. These words have been strung together, used multiple times, and you raggedy ass motherfuckers come around here and y'all can't even handle the English language. I'm so irritated by that. That whole thing gets on my nerves.
You and me both, honey. Well, speaking of homophobia, patriarchy, and misogyny, Andrew Tate. Well,
Oh,
Andrew Tate, honey, cannot go. That girl, Bree Stern, who was suing his ass, he can't go near her for a total of 3 years due to a restraining order. And I have this TMZ article that y'all should see here where it says Andrew Tate agrees to court order to stay away from Bree Stern for 3 years. And he says that's fine with him.
I was
So,
gonna say he don't care.
he sure don't. So Andrew Tate and his stupid, problematic, homophobic, misogynistic, patriarchal ass is being ordered to stay the hell away from the ex-girlfriend accusing him of sexual assault and abuse. But the restrictions don't seem to bother him. Lawyers for Andrew and his ex, model Bree Stern, were in a Los Angeles courtroom Thursday where a judge signed a restraining order that bars Tate from contacting Stern or getting within 100 yards of her. According to court docs, Andrew and Bree agreed to the terms of the restraining order, which will be in place for the next 3 years. Thursday's order comes after Bree filed a police report in Beverly Hills back in March, claiming Andrew attacked her during sex. Bree later hired attorney Tony Busby and sued Tate for sexual assault. And Tate is now countersuing for defamation. Busby tells TMZ the restraining order entered against Mr. Tate is for a period of 3 years, which should be which should be sufficient to take us through the conclusion of Miss Stern's civil case. Mr. Tate currently resides abroad, but the order ensures that Miss Stern remains protected whenever State does return to the United States, whether for trial or otherwise. Bree's attorney adds, I am chomping at the bit to try this case in front of a jury. This won't go well for him. Tate's attorney, Joseph D. McBride, tells TMZ, Mr. Tate made a strategic decision to stipulate to a temporary civil order without omissions of any kind. The Los Angeles district attorney has already declined to prosecute, confirming there is no criminal case. This was not a loss, but a tactical move that spares everyone an unnecessary fight in a form that no longer matters. McBride continues, we are confident that when this case reaches a jury, Mr. Tate will be vindicated. As for Tony Busby, I'll borrow from Iron Mike Tyson. Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Well, okay. Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Uh huh. Okay.
Well,
Interesting
I
choice of
mean,
words.
well, I guess so. I mean,
And we have a different plan.
I guess so. Sheesh.
Child, I don't know. I would if I was Andrew Tate's attorney, I would shy away from talking about hitting people in the face when
Child, these people, they dumb as rocks. I don't know where they find these little dumbass lawyers, but okay. That's
on
why Tony
Indeed.
Busby, because that's why Tony Busby stay in business. He be going up against idiots.
Hey, you right. Let me go. I'm about to go on his website see if he need an assistant, honey, because that seems like that's almost like the healthcare, honey, something that ain't gonna never go out of business, honey.
No, it'll probably still be going when he gone. It'll still be going. Somebody else gonna pick up the reins.
Oh, well, did anybody want to add anything else about this Farkle or Bree Stern before we go to the next story?
Oh no.
Well, y'all, let's get into some juicy white people news, honey.
Ooh, I like that because I like when they messy.
Same here, I live.
I'm like,
Well,
oh, raggedy ass white folks. They messy.
hmm and remember, we've been talking about Bree Stern, not Bree Stern. Shit, let me get off my brain. We've been talking about Denise Richards and
Oh,
Aaron Pipers,
oh yeah.
and and how they've been having the messiest, nastiest divorce, honey. And I still think it's just only the beginning.
Next to the wolf. I mean, we got two messy divorces happening. Who's going into
Hmm
rehab next?
Exactly. Well, you should see where I have this TMZ article that says Denise Richards is seeking spousal support from Aaron Pipers in divorce. So, Denise Richards wants her estranged husband, Aaron Pipers, to cut her a check for spousal support, but it might be tough because he's already claimed that he has no money coming in.
Right.
The actual
That's what I'm thinking.
Just a
From
little
who?
look. Denise, how you find this broke ass white boy? You just thought he was
exactly.
cute. He must have a big dangling. That's probably what it is.
That's probably all it was. So that's probably all she needed at the time. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, the actress just filed her response to Aaron's divorce petition and said she's seeking spousal support from him and seeking to prevent the court from awarding Aaron spousal support from her when she's the one with the money. But anyway, as we first reported, Aaron filed for divorce back in July, and he said he had no income and wanted spousal support from Denise, estimating that she was grossing over $250,000 a month from OnlyFans, brand deals, TV, and appearances. In her response, Denise does not list the date of separation. She puts down to be determined. Aaron had listed the date of separation as July 4th in his filing. One thing the estranged couple can agree on: irreconcilable differences are the reason for their split. That's not saying much. It's a boilerplate term that most exes use, and we know that to be true. Um, Denise and Aaron did not have any kids, so no child support, so no child custody or support to hash out. But it looks like they are prepaying for battle over spousal support. Money talks. And then after all this, there was an update. So Aaron Fipers has actually there was an update about him. It says Aaron Fipers tells TMZ Richards is attempting to humiliate me again, just as she did with her first ex, Charlie Sheen, 6 years ago today. It is the same vengeance playbook as Charlie said. Dee and her legal posse only deal in fiction. My day in court is painfully overdue. She is behaving
What?
like a coward, and the truth will prevail. I too will be vindicated when the truth comes out, just as Charlie promised. Our family has been ruined by Denise's lies of promising to end a year-long affair.
Charlie Sheen have fucking AIDS. What you mean? How you gonna compare?
Messy, honey.
Oh, what you talking about? Why are you putting yourself in the same bucket as Charlie? Are you fucking boy? The caucasity. Like what?
The caucasity
Denise, you
indeed,
need
honey.
a better picker, girl, because you like these little scuzzy white men. I need you to do better. I need sis, you gotta do better. Cause you're a white woman. Why are you finding these scuzzy ass white men? Girl.
Hmm
Girl. You got you a homosexual and now you paying the price. She got all no
And
wait, she got money at OnlyFans, she got money here. Oh, he know where all her little money coming from.
Because he ain't got
hmm
none. Of course he know.
He watching them pockets hard.
Mm.
and clearly he delusional, honey, because he's linking himself to Charlie Sheen. He thinks he's like a Charlie Sheen. Talking about
And
so that's what she did with her ex.
Charlie Sheen did all the doing and the fucking up. What are you talking about?
hmm
He got fucking AIDS while they were married.
Child.
He,
Well, speaking of Charlie Sheen,
yes. Hmm.
he and Denise Richards actually just reunited on the red carpet after 20 years, honey. So
Yeah,
we
he's
won't
finally
spend too
sober.
much time on this story. Yep. And he got a new memoir and a documentary coming out. which we're going to talk
Mm,
about
he
after
need
this.
money, child. He do. He need his little money.
I'm sure. But y'all should see I just shared another TMZ article where it says Denise Richards and Charlie Sheen reunite on the red carpet for a documentary debut.
Wait
And I'm just gonna
a
I'm just gonna play this video, share my screen.
about his documentary. I mean,
Uh, well, I don't know, chill, because wait till we go over the next story. Then that might change, girl, because I didn't care at first until, but that's just a teaser. But y'all should see I'm sharing my screen, and let me just play this quick video of them reuniting on the red carpet. I thought it was kind of cute. Okay, well that's enough. We don't need to really watch the whole thing. But and then the article goes on to say their red carpet reunion, the first they've walked together since 2005, comes as TMZ broke the news. Charlie donated between 26 million and 30 million to various charities at the height of his career anonymously. It also comes as Denise goes through a contentious divorce from Aaron Pipers, who filed for separation back in July and requested spousal support. Excuse me. The latest update came Thursday when the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star filed her response to her ex's divorce petition and asked the court to award her spousal support and deny him any from her. Aaron told TMZ he feels Denise is trying to humiliate him with her response. At least she's on good terms with one ex.
mm-hmm.
Child.
Well, I don't think her and Charlie been beefing for a long time. They've been actually kind of, you know, reconciled after that situation. I just
Yeah.
don't know why he trying to make it seem like she had a whole falling out with Charlie like that. He fucked up and she forgave him. I mean, for the most part, and they've been cordial for their kids. But look, homosexual,
Eh.
you trying to get you trying to really work that little line, ain't you? No,
hmm
Charlie is a fuck up of his own volition, and that situation is way different.
Well, I teased y'all a story about Charlie Sheen, honey, because there's just a little bit more tea. He's opening up. I have this People article, and I was like, "Oh, no, wait a minute now. The headline got my attention." So you see where it says Charlie Sheen opens up about sexual encounters with men for the first time in new memoir and documentary, and says, "So what?"
I know
Well,
you
did we
not
not
surprised,
believe?
right?
So
Is
Did we
anybody
not
surprised?
believe that? What's
I'm
the
not surprised.
case?
I mean,
well, no, we certainly believed it, but for him to be open about it, I didn't
Oh,
expect that
admitting
to
it.
happen.
Oh yeah, he need to sell the book. So he doing what he can,
Hmm
bringing all the tea, honey. You got to bring the tea.
well, might as
Yes,
well.
honey.
He ain't got no career no more. Might as well.
hmm Well, Charlie Sheen is fully opening up about his past and two upcoming new projects: his memoir, The Book of Sheen, that comes out September 9th, and the Netflix documentary, aka Charlie Sheen, that's out September 10th. And in both, he gets candid about his past sexual experiences with men. I flipped the menu over, he says in the Netflix doc and the book, of trying something new after years of having sex with women.
No surprise. He was doing
He's
enough.
run past or let it own me, he tells people in this week's cover story. In the documentary, when the interviewer asks Sheen how it feels to be talking publicly for the first time about having sex with men, he says, liberating. It's fucking liberating to just talk about stuff. It's like a train didn't come through the side of the restaurant. A fucking piano didn't fall out of the sky. No one ran into the room and shot me. Sheen, who also spoke about the subject today on Good Morning America, says his experiences with men began when he was using crack. That's what started it, he says. That's where it was born or sparked. And in whatever chunks of time that I was off the pipe trying to navigate that, trying to come to terms with it, where did that come from? Why did it happen? And then just finally being like, so what? So what? Some of it was weird. A lot of it was fucking fun, and life goes on. During his drug fueled exploits, Sheen contracted HIV, which he tried to keep private. However, some of his overnight guests would see his medication, take photos of it, and then threaten to exploit it. Came out with HIV status in 2015 on the Today Show. I
Mhm.
do know for a fact that I never passed it on, he says of the virus. Sheen says with the book and the documentary, he just wanted to tell his full truth and own his stories, and he did. And he did. While he says he spent the past 8 years making amends to people he'd hurt while he was spiraling with his drug and alcohol addiction, he doesn't want to play the victim in the book or the doc. It takes two to tango, he says. However, he does have regrets about going on a 20 city speaking tour after his infamous 2020 interview where he claimed to have tiger blood running through him. Um,
But
that
he was
tour
still
didn't have
high.
to happen.
Was he fucking tigers too? What the fuck?
He was high.
Listen,
He was still high.
Like,
He
what's
was
going
yep,
on with that?
he was
I remember.
still loaded. Yeah. He was a
Baby,
wild
social media
boy.
becomes so weird. Hmm.
Yeah, he was a wild boy.
Well, he agrees apparently. He says that tour didn't have to happen. He says, I'm not a victim, but somebody should have tapped out for me and said, this is a bad idea. I've combed through all the mental health manuals and I've never found exploitation as a good treatment protocol. These days, Sheen lives a much quieter lifestyle out of the spotlight, and he says he's been single for years after going through two very tumultuous divorces with his exes, Denise Richards and Brooke Mueller. My romantic life is as uneventful as it possibly could be, and it's been that way for a long time. Dan,
Okay.
Lola moved in. Their mom is Richards, and then when they moved out, the boys, twins Bob and Max, who's 16, who he shares with Mueller, they moved in, and there wasn't enough room in the car. Plus, I spent so much time and energy chasing that for so long, I had to get a place where I could be alone but lonely. He
Mm.
adds, but I'm open to love again, probably not marriage though. Okay.
Child. Goodbye, sir.
I'm not surprised at all.
No, no, not at all. It is what it is. He was a druggie for a very long time, and I don't crack. I think he was doing heroin. I think he was doing it all. He was
Everything.
out there. Hmm.
Baby, he
And
was
yeah,
doing it
and my
all. Crack, cocaine,
and
powder, embalming fluid. He was doing it all, honey. If it got a scent, let me
she
put it up my nose.
look and when you and again, recipe of you been fucking bitches forever. I mean, just you been fucking multiple bitches, many, many, many. You got a reputation for it. Then you on drugs. You ain't got no limits. Yeah, you finna do some things that you ain't never did before, and then you like, oh yeah, I like it. Yeah, straight. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
He said it was fun.
Yeah,
So hey,
he had
Mm.
fun. I'm not shocked. I mean,
Well,
I see it with in the women, the ladies do it when they've been out there. They done every Tom, Dick, and Harry, and they get tired. They look at it like, well, let me try this over here, something new. I've seen it. I've seen it before.
well, don't let Charlie Sheen give y'all no ideas if you listen to honey, because the bakery is closed over here. Y'all better get somebody else to do
Unless
it.
you're a rich white man, allegedly, allegedly.
Allegedly, honey, because even then, I'm not even. Look, I'm not. Times have changed, and so have I.
Oh, you maturing over there.
Woo, child.
Oh, ooh, beg my pardon.
Well, does anybody want to add anything else before we about Charlie Sheen, Denise Richards, before we go to our next piece of white people news?
No, we can go.
Well, remember we previously talked about Bubba the Love Sponge and Nick Hogan, and how Nick Hogan
Oh,
was suing Bubba the Love Sponge to keep like some information out of his upcoming documentary.
I was
Mm.
gonna say who? But the love sponge. Who? Oh, that. Oh.
Well, Nick Hogan has a slight win. He has a little bit of a victory in that.
Mm. Mm.
So y'all should see this TMZ article I just shared. Bubba the Love Sponge barred from using Hulk sex tape in new documentary, but then it says dot 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 temporarily. So Nick Hogan has scored a small win against Bubba the Love Sponge in his civil case against the radio host, as a judge just ruled Bubba cannot, at least temporarily, use images from Hulk Hogan's sex tape in his upcoming documentary. Nick, as you know, sued Bubba earlier this week in an effort to block Hulk's former pal from dropping a video killed the radio star, the untold story of Hulk Hogan's sex tape scandal.
Mm.
Nick, acting as a rep for Hulk's estate, argued the work infringes on his dad's copyrights and trademarks. He also claimed if it was released, it will violate a settlement agreement Bubba and Hulk previously entered into. On Thursday, a federal judge in Florida granted Nick's emergency motion for a temporary restraining order and preliminary injunction in part, prohibiting Bubba from using scenes from that infamous sex tape in the doc. However, it looks like Bubba will still be allowed to publish the documentary as long as he keeps out the sex tape. The judge additionally ordered Nick to post a $500,000 bond, which would go towards damages Bubba might have incurred if Bubba ultimately wins the case. Bubba has planned to release the documentary this week, and in his scathing response to Nick's suit on Wednesday, he called Nick a dumbass while ensuring the flick will portray Hulk in a positive light.
Says you.
Right.
How you get
So,
to profit off of somebody else's sex tape and likeness? Yeah, you don't need to. Yeah, sorry. I, I don't think I was
Well,
tuned in.
it
it
was
was
his
his wife
wife.
on it.
Oh, it was his wife? Oh,
Yeah,
see?
Yeah.
that's the only way. I mean, you know.
Oh, I didn't know how he got it. But
Mm-mm.
it's his wife? Oh, well,
Yeah.
I guess. You, boy, let me not, I'm not judging. I'm sorry. Just people, okay. All right. Always doing a little something strange for change. Mm.
Hmm.
I didn't
They,
realize it because I don't think I was tuned into the whole story. Because I'm like, now why is he trying to profit off this man's sex? Oh, it's his wife.
Mm, that's why.
yep.
My bad. My bad. Okay.
Well, that's that on that. So I guess we'll see if when the documentary comes out. I'm not going to watch the documentary, but I'm going to definitely follow like the news to see if it mentions like if Nick Hogan will have to go back to court over that because he didn't pay attention to take out the pictures or whatever. So I'm gonna follow the story, but I'm definitely not watching that documentary because I don't want to see that shit.
No, I don't care about what's that boy name? Hulk
Uh,
Hogan.
I was about to say the
Racist.
dead man, but I had to stop myself.
Yeah, that guy.
Hmm.
And I know Brooke is worried about her daddy, but that man had a heart attack. Child. Bye.
Well, does anybody want to add anything else, Bubba, or this Hulk or sex tape before we go to the next story? Well, this next story I have a feeling that y'all not gonna give like two shits about this story, but it's in the news, so let's talk about it. So, have y'all heard about Chris Jenner and that man that she's dating, Corey Gamble, the one with them childbearing hips? Have y'all
Yes.
heard anything about them breaking up?
No.
No.
Uh, well, apparently there's been rumors about them breaking up to the point where he had to come out and address it.
He ain't leaving his cash cow. Come on now. Please. He
He
locked
sh-
in.
he he sure ain't okay.
He let that white
Well,
woman go.
exactly.
Let her loose.
She loved that man with them baby making hips, honey. Nothing
Yeah.
could come between them.
Oh yeah, I mean, she probably getting piped down. Probably the best she's ever had. You think Caitlyn was piping her properly? Hmm.
Mm. Or
Mm-mm,
she might have been
mm-mm.
piping Caitlyn properly, honey.
Well,
No.
well, they had to make babies, so I mean, Caitlyn had to stick it in 2 times at least.
Right, right. Well, Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble are stronger than ever and find their split rumors laughable, according to TMZ. So, rumors and reports that Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble are headed towards Splitsville are so ridiculous, the couple finds it laughable. A source with direct knowledge tells TMZ Kris and Corey are happy and are going stronger than ever, and they have no idea where the rumor started or why some outlets ran with it, because Kris told them to. That's why, allegedly.
Yeah, of
Anyway,
course. Please.
this major update comes after the rumors of a breakup on the horizon spread on social media like wildfire, with some claiming that Corey is even looking to get some Benjamins from Kris on his way out. We hear that particular aspect of the rumor is freaking hilarious to the couple because they're both successful and neither has ever supported the other. So the idea that he's inexplicably somehow seeking a payday for his time and effort is outrageous. As you know, Kris has been in a relationship with Corey since 2014, and they've traveled the world together, including to the Venice wedding of Jeff Bezos and Laura Sanchez Bezos in June. Bottom line, the waters in paradise are perfect. Now, as somebody who is glued to social media, who watches social media pretty much all day, unless I'm asleep, and keep in mind Kardashians, but Kardashian news, it's on there whether we want to see it or not. And the fact there's TMZ is claiming that this story about them breaking up spread like wildfire. I haven't heard of it. Y'all haven't heard of it. So I think this was something that she wanted to make something, but it just, I don't know, child. It's just,
I don't even, and maybe TMZ wanted to make something because they was like, well, we ain't got no news. Let's just make up some stuff. And they probably said, Chris, can we do this? And she was like, go ahead. Uh,
ooh,
that man ain't letting that white woman loose. He gonna turn her everywhere but loose. He got to stay with the
no,
money maker. I don't care what he say. He ain't got Chris Jenner money.
okay. But what he do have is handlebars. Oh, does anybody want to add anything else about Kris Jenner or her handlebars before we go to the next story?
Absolutely not, because fuck them people. I cannot stand them Kardashians
Ooh,
or Jenners.
it was absolutely that is absolutely so that proves my point. The fact that nobody like I don't see clearly I look at TMZ every day, especially every weekday, to get content for this show and stuff. I've literally seen nothing about them even suggesting that they were breaking up or even having problems.
I feel
But
like that was said maybe like a month or two ago. Like, like I feel like this always kind of pops up like, oh, they broke up. And they're like, no. And I know that black man is not leaving that. I mean, she would have to, he ain't leaving her. He ain't leaving
I know
that. He
that's
got
right.
that. And he finna stay. She would have to put him out. And she ain't doing that either. Leave them people alone. Leave them white women and people alone. I don't care about the people.
Me either, child.
With her with her facelift. Mhm.
But honestly though, that facelift, honey, that is money well spent because she is looking snatched, perched, honey. You could bounce a dime off them cheekbones, honey. I
Look
said
here.
yes, honey.
Look here. She did get the best. She didn't. I don't know what these new techniques these doctors is doing, but they are rolling back the time on these faces, and it's not looking super crazy. Like Nene, boy, she be having them angles. She do look young, but if you look at the knees, them hands, you know what time it is. But that face though, they pull it tight.
That face is snatched, honey. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can always wear gloves and put on a scarf to hide your neck. So
And your knees, them knees. That picture of Mimi in that little lingerie. Oh, that shit took me out. Them knees. I said, girl, you got a 25-year-old face and 65-year-old knees.
Nene, long dresses, baby. So gloves, a scarf, and a long dress.
Oh, I do miss her on TV. I mean, I love getting her quotables because she is funny. Some people are just naturally funny.
You and me both. I really do miss her, and I don't think it's gonna happen, but I hope like somehow she comes back to Bravo in some way, some capacity, because she's TV gold for real.
Yeah.
Not long as Andy over there, she won't.
Right?
Oh, her and Andy fell out.
Hell yeah, girl. She called him a cokehead, said he were racist, all of that, honey.
Well, do Mimi be lying though?
Listen.
Now she isn't. She can be annoying, but I mean, she be having some truth in them the knives she be cutting, and I
She might
believe
tell you a
Andy a
joke, but she
cokehead.
won't tell you a lie.
Okay, no, I believe Andy a cokehead. I do.
It might have been the truth, but he run things, so that was
Yeah,
Yep.
the end of Nene. She ain't never
yeah.
coming back on Bravo, not long as he's over it.
Oh yeah, and he got him and what was it Ryan Seacrest? Boy, what is it? They got E. Them white men got them stations locked. Bravo, Andy
Hmm.
got Bravo, Ryan got E. Shit, you can't fuck with the money makers. You gotta play nice.
Yep. Well, got three more stories left. This next story is actually I'm sure it's not going to come it's not going to be surprising to anybody in this room or anybody period. But Cardi B, I have this all hip hop article and
She
Cardi B
another one
says
that's
she
funny.
yeah. Well,
She
I
funny.
have
I
my own
mean, she's
I,
problematic, but she funny too. That whole court thing
yeah.
she do be funny. I'm sorry.
I have my own personal feelings about her, but I see why people think she's funny, so I'll just leave it at that. But y'all see I shared this all hip hop article. Cardi B says she's the sole provider for her kids. And like I said, I don't think this is surprising to anybody.
No, I was like, duh.
But Cardi B revealed that she is the only provider for her three children with Offset while juggling single motherhood and the upcoming release of her second album, Am I the Drama, which is set to arrive on September 19th. The Bronx born rapper filed for divorce from the Migos rapper in July of 2024. Just a day later, she announced that she was expecting their third child. The couple shares three children: 7-year-old Culture, 4-year-old Wave, and baby Blossom, who turns one this week. In a new interview with Billboard, Cardi didn't hold back when reflecting on her role as a mother and provider. I do everything for my kids. I'm the only provider, and you know what? Ain't no complaining about it, she said. I love them so much, and they ground me. Sometimes I be so exhausted, and it's not even about work, it's just life. If you think when you get rich, you're going to stop working, you're never going to stop working. The Grammy winner said motherhood has reshaped her identity, calling it the moment she became a quote unquote real woman. Despite the luxury her children are growing up in, Cardi said she's committed to instilling values of discipline and appreciation. To this day, I still talk about how hard my mom worked. I had a very rough childhood, but my mom always made sure we ain't go to no shelter. I want my kids to be like, my mom made sure I had everything I wanted, she said. While the divorce and custody arrangements between Cardi and Offset remain unresolved, she's also been focused on her long-awaited sophomore album. Her debut album, Invasion of Privacy, dropped in 2018. I always knew that I was going to drop a second album. I just didn't have a project well put together, she explained. My fans be like, "Oh, you should have a project put together when Wet Ass Pussy and Up was out," but I only had like 4 records that I liked. I didn't even have an album done around that time. I'm not the kind of person that's going to lock in for 2 months and complete an album. I'm very picky with my music. Okay, girl. You know why. But yeah, I'm not surprised that she's the sole provider for her kids. But
No.
if I take it a step further and say, you know what? No, I'm not even gonna do that because it's gonna make me sound like I'm defending Offset, and I don't even want to put that energy out in the universe because absolutely not. But I've said before, like my reasons for not liking Cardi B are not her fault. I just feel that this girl is giving too much. This non-black girl is giving too much in the hip hop space, and when it's off of one album, honey, like she's no Lauryn Hill, and it kind of grinds my gears a little bit. But That's just my own personal feelings, and is that on it?
No, I hear you. Um, I hear you. Uh, I get the problematic stuff with her for people. One, I need her to stop doing plastic surgery. I need her to stop. I need her to halt. Let's stop. Um, she can be very problematic at times, and I hate that for her because she is funny, and she's always low key been funny, even on the show. She's just one of the people that just say stuff, and you be like, "Okay, girl." But I mean, you don't have to tell us. Just let us know if you're pregnant again, because I'm tired of people speculating. Oh, she is pregnant. Oh, look, I could tell. Just come out
Hmm.
and say who you pregnant by, and so these people can shut up or not pregnant or whatever, and release that
She
mediocre music that you're finna release, and just be done with it.
exactly, and if she is pregnant, she pregnant by their ex-husband, honey. They have shown time and time again this pattern that they have between the two, of where they break up, get back together. He cheats, they break up, they get back together, and she gets pregnant. This has happened 3 times before, and now we're working on number four. The only thing that was different about this time is that she got involved with Stefan Diggs.
And maybe that's why he was mad, because he like, you pregnant with my baby, and you.
Uh,
I don't know.
You might be. Look, this is the same man that said, you're already my baby mama, so I won. So yeah, you might be on to something.
Oh yeah, you know he gonna try and figure out a way that to say that he won anyway. I don't know why she got with that. She jumped off the porch with him too early. That you could have found somebody else before that, but whatever.
Hmm.
Cause he raggedy. And I will give it to. I do like her personal. Like when she does couture, she be doing it. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Oh yeah, she looks she looks great, honey. What do we say? Great gowns, beautiful gowns.
Oh yeah, she be hitting them beautiful gowns, that is. She's one of those people that come from the hood, but boy, her couture taste, and I'm not even a big couture person, but she nails it, and I give her that. I give her that. I give her that.
I'm going to say something that I should not say again in public, honey, because the last time I said it in public on Twitter, honey, they came in my mentions and jumped my ass, honey. But so
Oh,
remember,
for her?
I wasn't. No, well, it was about the show The Nanny and how I wasn't a big fan of it. I did not. I could not stand that show. Once I
Oh,
heard, well, I might have watched the theme song and but once the show started to come on, baby, I turned that TV so damn fast.
I
But
didn't watch that either.
yeah, it wasn't a favorite. And so when people found out it was my favorite hun, they cussed me out so bad. But anyway,
Oh,
uh a few years ago, it was rumored that she was going to be a part of a nanny reboot where she was going to play like a modern day Fran Drescher. I
I
was
can
like,
see
oh,
that.
I could too, but it's going to be another reason for me to not like her, honey. Because I already don't like that show, and now you're going to remake it with a rapper who I barely like. Like, really?
I didn't know. I never heard that. I didn't hear that was in the works.
Well, honestly, I don't even think if it's gonna happen, it's probably not gonna happen anymore because this I remember hearing about like with her first single, like Bodak Yellow came out. You know how long ago that was?
Oh, oh, yeah, I never heard it then. Oh, okay, yeah. If it was that
Oh,
far back, I never heard that.
yep. And excuse me, I'm sorry, first major single because she's had plenty of singles before Bodak Yellow. So excuse me.
She did.
Oh yes,
Oh,
girl, she had mixtapes and they were actually
oh yeah,
good.
she did have mixtapes. I forgot all about that. I forgot. Was trying to be a rapper for a while. That's true. That's
Hmm.
true. That's how she ended up on was it Love and Hip Hop, and she dated
Yes.
somebody,
DJ
something like that.
Self.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Mm.
Well, does anybody want to add anything about Cardi or Offset or before we go to the next story? All right. Well, this next story, we're just going to watch a quick video of Judge Judy because speaking about working women, Judy feels that, women should have their own money. And she's really not saying anything different than what our I'm not gonna say our because I'm not a woman, but I've heard like my female cousins and stuff like that. I've heard them getting advice from the older women in our lives and stuff, and they pretty much said the same thing. Make sure you have your own money. Don't depend on no man because if you do, it usually does not work out well for you. So you see, I just shared this TMZ link, and you see where it says Judge Judy says women should earn their own money, otherwise men can control them. And let me just share this. Like she was
Well,
on the
duh.
Yep. And but it's just nice because I feel like the message has gotten lost, and we need to hear it again.
Oh yeah,
So
and she comes from that time. I mean, my mother, they came from that time where they weren't able to get bank accounts until what 70 something without a signature or get credit cards on their own, whatever that was. And that ain't even that ain't that long ago.
right. Well, let's see what Judge Judy has to say about it. Oh, looks like the video already started playing. Let me just rewind it.
I think that if you're happy at home, being a full-time homemaker and parent, and they're needed. You need somebody to take kids on field trips and to be there for the bake sale and for be a really active part of the PTA. That's what makes things go around. If that's satisfying for you, that's great. But I always believe that a woman has to have a way of earning a living.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Because if a woman, different from a man, if a woman doesn't have a way of supporting herself, she is in a position of being controlled. That doesn't happen all the time, and it doesn't always happen in a fashion that's aggressive,
Right.
but that's a mentality.
Hmm.
And so, in the back of your mind, you should always have a way of saying, I don't like this. This is not making me happy. This is not making me fulfilled. I would like to change, but I can't because I have no, I don't have a plan. I don't have an exit plan.
Mm.
And that's very sad for a woman. A man always has an exit plan. I mean, most men can live out of a shoe.
You better tell him, Judge Judy. Tell him, girl, because
Well,
and I actually wanted to share this because now I've actually grew up with a bunch of white people and stuff like that. And
hmm
we talk about their experiences and stuff, and I've learned that when the white girls, they are I guess what's the word I want to use, indoctrinated. They are told like very early on, your goal is to be a wife and a mother. Like your goal is to, I mean, you can go to school or whatever, and you can get your little degree, but ultimately your goal is to be a wife and mother. So I really like the idea because I feel like patriarchy is not going to serve anybody. I think it's deadly. I think it's dangerous. Like it will eventually kill us if we let it. So I just
hmm
really love the idea that somebody, especially somebody like Judge Judy, that has come out speaking like this. This message needs to be heard, and young women need to, because again, when you're told from an early age that your goal is to be a wife and mother, I mean, you're gonna think that that's your goal. And no, like, I don't. But it's different for me because, even though I'm gay, I'm still a man. I still have male privilege. So but I agree with everything Judge Judy is saying. You want to be able to have in the back of your mind, if you're not happy with something, you want to be able to get up and leave, and you won't be able to do that if you don't have your own money. So,
Is hello?
yep. I'm sorry. I
Oh,
think my
you can hear
volume
me?
went out.
No, no, it's okay. I mean, that's why they're mad now in 2025. That's why all these men have been so upset with women and want to take their control because we have become more and more as the decades go on less dependent on men. And even when they started to pull back tried to use that And then we were like, well, we got our own money. It's okay. Keep yours. We got it. And that's been going on. And so now they're upset because you can't control somebody that has their own. And that's what pisses them off. You can't dictate you can't dictate our movement no more. We if you ain't bringing, I can pay for it myself. If you ain't doing more than that, then no, ain't nobody looking for you. Don't nobody want you, Otis. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Not over this. Yeah, honey, you're right. And let's see, we have some comments, but that's where the education of finance has to happen. I know women my age who do not know their family's finances and taxes or even sees their bank account. Yep, I actually know women like that too, believe it or not.
Yeah, there's still
Me.
women like that.
hmm and they get an allowance from their husbands. And
I
a
wish
part of me
some.
said, I would love that, but then the other, I'm an Aries, honey. It's not going to work out for me, honey. I got too much. I don't like to be controlled like this, so
It's cute
it's
for
not.
the first week. You be like, "Oh, that was cute." Now
Hmm
I'm okay. Where my money at? I'm too independent for that shit. I ain't got it. I ain't got it for
Yep.
none of them.
But shout out to Judge Judy, honey.
I've always liked Judge Judy because she always been with it
Hmm
and don't play.
Well, did anybody want to add anything about Judge Judy or finances before we go to our last story? Oh, I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry. We have a comment saying Judy is a Trump. Please don't tell me that because now I
Don't
got to find something else to watch after my Beyond the Gates, honey.
no. Will y'all stop? I don't want to know. No, she not. You can't say that and still be for no. I don't want
I g-
to.
yeah, I got to research that really quick because I remember Judge Judy was one of the people when Trudge was calling for the exonerated five to be killed. Judge Judy was the one that was like no, what the hell? Like, let me see.
That's why I
Eh,
don't want to believe something crazy like that. No, thank you. No, thank you.
I just Google is Judge Judy a Trump supporter? Let me see. Yeah, she did endorse Nikki Haley for president. I see an article about that. Ugh.
Yeah. Ugh. You know what? Stop looking. I don't need my day ruined right now.
You know what you're right. Ignorance is bliss.
Let me be ignorant for a little while longer, cause
Right.
I don't feel like being disappointed.
That makes two of us, honey, because I love seeing her get people together on that show. But I will literally not watch that show if I find out that she's a Trump
Oh,
supporter.
she'll be dead to me. She'll be dead to me, and I just don't want to know. Let me live.
Yes, honey. Well, speaking of living, honey, who out here living than Lil John, honey? And this is going to be our last story for today. Lil John out here doing his thing, honey. And I think I saw something where I need to confirm if this is true or not. But they're saying that he is the first music artist to ever enter a bodybuilding competition. He actually came in third place in a recent one in California. So I have this all hip hop article. And you all should see where it says here Lil John takes home third place in Muscle Beach fitness competition. So, Lil Jon took home the third place award at the annual Muscle Beach Championship at Venice Beach in Los Angeles on Monday, according to People. The turn down for what rapper's personal trainer, Jay Galvin, confirmed the result in a celebratory post on Instagram. My bro Lil Jon came straight off a plane to his first show ever, and then he tagged the event Muscle Beach, Venice, and took third place, Galvin wrote. The Muscle Beach Championship is billed as a competition for amateurs with categories including bodybuilding, physique, bikini, and wellness. It was held on Monday in celebration of Labor Day weekend. And there's actually a little quick video that we're gonna watch about his journey. It's just so cute. He looks good, and I just love. Honey, one thing about being a Black millennial for a lot of us, Lil Jon was a soundtrack to our growing up, and then us becoming young adults and hitting the club. So it's just really refreshing to see him doing well and looking good. And we know Lil Jon is a unicorn. Like he is just you never know what's coming next out of him, and I love that. But let me share my screen and let's watch this quick video of him. in that competition. Oh, doesn't look like it's sharing. Let me reshare. Sorry. All right.
It's on you. You can't wait for every
Far away from these dreams as you think you are.
It's time to get back to work.
I will never quit. I'm going to win.
You can outwork anybody.
You should be a monster. Don't blame any other person or any other thing. Cowards do that and that ain't you. One line. I feel this level of happiness as you rise. That's how you grow. Say to yourself, it's not over until I win. That's how winning is done.
That's what's up. Shout out to Lil Jon. He looks good. He looks really, really good. I actually tried to see I tried to Google to see if I could find any information about who won first place or and he who even won second place, but I couldn't find it. They didn't really have any pictures on with the winners that I could find online. But I'm gonna keep looking to see if I can find it because I'm just curious to see. But Lil Jon looks damn good and you keep it up. You keep up that good work. Well, y'all, that was all the tea that I had for us today. So before we head out and before I wish y'all a good weekend, did any of you have any tea that you want to share or any tea that I might have missed? All right, y'all. Well, thank you for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me. It is always a pleasure. We will be back on Monday at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time for the live show if you can make it. Please hit up our email, auntie@auntiederek.com. And hit up my tip jar as well. You should be able to see that first when you're looking at whether you're looking at it on YouTube or listening to me on Apple on Chatmosa, you should see where it says tip jar, which will direct you to my either Venmo or Cash App. Send a bitch a tip, especially if you're one of the celebrities I said nice things about. Lil Jon, I'm talking to you. You can send a bitch a tip. But oh, iHeartRadio, Pandora, yep, we on all those platforms. But yes, hit up our email, and in the meantime, you all have a fabulous weekend. Bye, everybody.